What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are in Need for Speed, talking about Need for Speed Payback. And one of the first things I wanted to talk about is, and there's all sorts of things I wanted to talk about in this video. This video is actually going to have a lot of information in it. There's a lot of different things regarding the game that I'm going to talk about. But first off, this freaking Jaguar F-Type that Need for Speed actually just recently showed on their website that they built is freaking gorgeous. It's so beautiful, and I cannot wait to be able to build cars like that in the game. And the freaking chassis mount wing is the absolute business, dude. But before we get too far into the video, I wanted to talk about cars, because cars are obviously a huge part of Need for Speed, and I'm going to go over the cars that we know are confirmed so far. Now, to start off, we've got two Aston Martins, the Aston Martin Vulcan and the Aston Martin DB11. Now, for Audi, we have the 17 R8 V10 Plus and the 2018 S5 Sportback. BMW, the 1988 M3, or, well, E30 M3, basically. E46 M3, M2, M4 GTS, X6M, and M5. For Buick, we have the Grand National GNX, which it's been a hell of a long time since the GNX has been in a Need for Speed game. I mean, I think it really has. It's been a really long time. Now, for Chevrolet, we have the 55 Bel Air, which is a derelict, the 65 C10 Stepside, which is also a derelict. We have the 67 Camaro SS, 2014 C7Z, actually, yeah, 2014 C7 Z06, and 2015 Camaro Z28. For Dodge, we have the 69 Charger RT, the 2012 Challenger Hellcat, and the 2014 SRT Viper. Now, I would like to see some more in there for Dodge, but we'll have to wait and see, see how the list unveils, and only time will tell. But I would really like to see a new Charger, a new Charger Hellcat there. I would really like to see a couple different cars as well, maybe even like a Ram Runner or something. That would be so cool. For Ford, we have the 65 Mustang Fastback, which is a derelict. Then we have the 15 Mustang GT, which is a 5.0. We have the 15 Focus RS, and we have the 17 F-150 Raptor, which is the twin-turbo V6 EcoBoost Raptor. For Honda, so far confirmed, we have the 15 Civic Type R. For Jag, we have the F-Type, as you guys obviously saw earlier. For Koenigsegg, we have the Regera, and everybody's seen, that mission with the Regera at this point. For Lamborghini, we have the Diablo and the Aventador. Two very strong cars, very strong supercars, and it's good to have a mix of 90s and present. For Mercedes-Benz, we have the G63 AMG, which is the G-Wagon. We have the 14 A45 AMG, which is a really cool, kind of smaller sized, kind of like, almost like the Honda Grom of the Mercedes AMG world. I mean, sort of, but not really, but that comparison's really stupid. But moving on, the AMG GT. For Mercury, we have the 68 Mercury Cougar. For Mitsubishi, we have the 07 Evo 9. For Nissan, we got a pretty good list here so far. For Nissan, we have the 71 Fairlady ZG, which is the derelict. We have the Nissan Skyline GTR R32, the R34 GTR, and then we have the R35 GTR, which is a 15, and we also have the 350Z. For Pagani, we have the Wyra BC. For Pontiac, we have the GTO Judge. For Porsche, we have the 14 918 Spyder Weissach package, the 17 Porsche Panamera Turbo S, the 911 Carrera 4S, and the GT3 RS. For Subaru, we've got the BRZ, and then we've got the WRX STI. For VW, we've got the 16 Golf GTI Club Sport, which I am actually really excited to see that in a game. I don't know of many other games, if any, that have had the new GTI Club Sport, the Mark 7 Club Sport, so that's really cool. We also have the derelict VW Beetle. For Volvo, we have the 1975 242 DL, and for the cops, we've got basically the Dodge Charger, the new Dodge Charger. We've got the Crown Vic, Corvette Z06, and we've got the Lenco Bearcat, which is basically a massive Rhino unit, crazy, destroy anything in its path vehicle. We've got a couple other things here, but they're mostly like, traffic cars and things like that. I mean, honestly, that's not really a huge deal for me, but it is cool that the traffic cars are real cars. They're not just like little, little kind of cubes and squares and blobs that have been morphed into generic traffic cars. So it's cool to see those actually here as real cars. Now, the next topic I want to move into is very important, and I think you guys are going to be definitely pretty into it. Of course, what I'm talking about is the map. Now, the map is, this is obviously, not this is all we know at this point. But this is Fortune Valley, and there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff here, dude. Like, I mean, the roads and the layout and stuff like that. I mean, there's so many twisty, curvy, turny-looking, hopefully mountain-looking roads that I cannot wait to absolutely rip on. There's going to be some amazing toge roads here. And I know that we saw a couple of, like, you know, trailers earlier on where I was like, dude, toge battles, oh my god. And it looks like that might actually be a thing here, and there might be actually more of that than I thought than I was even hoping for. So that is totally cool with me in my book, and I am all about it. Like, I am so about it that I'm so about it that there's, like, god, so many ideas. Now, down here, and I guess you could say right towards the right middle of the map, like kind of just to the right of the middle, looks like what I'm assuming is an airport. If that is the case, then that would be super cool. There's a lot of different things that could be, but if you look throughout the map, you can see, you know, areas that are tagged like Deer Creek, Casino Valley, Hoover Dam. Let's see what else. New Haven Lake, Braxton. Like, so many different areas that, and also looks like we've got some resemblance of a highway network here, which it would be really cool because then you have, you know, you've got that highway network that you can use to get around, you know, to whatever areas you want, but you can also get off pretty much at whatever exit and go rip through some mountain roads, which I think is awesome. That sounds like it'd be a blast. But now to carry on into other topics, what are some of the things I want to hear from you guys? What are some of the things that you're most excited about in Need for Speed Payback? What do you guys either want to see or you're excited to see based on the trailers and coverage that you've seen so far? What is your, I think, most exciting, to you, what is the most exciting feature of the game? And I think for me, with all the other racing games that are out there, Need for Speed always stands out and shines in terms of customization. And I'm always excited for Need for Speed because of the cars you can build. I mean, you saw that in the beginning of the video with that crazy F-Type. I mean, where else are you going to build an F-Type with a livery that crazy, with multicolored, you know, different colored wheels front and rear, and a massive chassis mount wing on the back? It's so cool, and it's such a expression of how you would like to build a car that, you know, it's like, this is... And when you're done, you get this feeling of, yes, this is my car. I built this. I designed the concept in my head. I went with those colors. I put that wing on there. I decided what wheels were on it. I decided what color those wheels were. And that is a very, that's where Need for Speed kind of really gets that individual style, is in the customization, and it really sets a bar high in terms of customization. It sets the bar high, I think, in terms of customization, because where else are you going to customize a car like that? Really? Where else are you going to customize a car to that level? So I am extremely excited for the game, specifically because of the customization. I mean, of course, you know, when we saw that map, I'm super pumped for that as well. But I think all in all, the customization is what makes it so crazy for me. And now, also too, you know, thinking back towards those shots of the F-Type, if you see how much front camber is on the front of that car, I mean, look at it. It's a lot. Like, it is genuinely a lot of front camber. That's the kind of front camber that you would see on a competitive drift car, or either a competitive drift car or maybe a stance mobile. But I don't know. I'm not super big on the stance thing. I'm more of a performance person. I like to modify cars in terms of performance, not necessarily in terms of, you know, just looks. But I mean, you definitely have to have, you know, a cool factor there, and you definitely, you know, I think you should make a car look good, but at the same time, any race car can always be a show car, but any show car can't always be a race car. So keep that in mind, and that's kind of the philosophy I use when I modify cars. It's like, remember, a race car, a purpose-built race car, is always going to look good. It's always going to look good. But a show car, it may look good, but it might not function the same way the race car does while looking good at the same time. So anyways, to wrap up, also, keep in mind that the game will have the option for air suspension or bags, however you refer to air suspension systems. So you'll be able to basically have your car completely slammed out or also have it at a functional height. So that's actually a really, really cool feature that I'm excited to see how it works, how it goes, and where it kind of fits into the game, because that's definitely something that is, I think, kind of new to this space, and I'm really excited to play with it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited to play with it. So, I am excited for the game. Hope you guys are excited for the game as well. These are some of the standout features that I'm excited to see in Need for Speed Payback. And if you guys are excited for the game, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comments down below what you guys are most excited for. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more Need for Speed, Forza, Project Cars, and pretty much anything else you can imagine that's automotive related, like spin tires, any, you know, sometimes even mobile games. So again, hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Talk to y'all later.